guys, this is America's first and only daily talk show for and about the Filipinos. And for Filipinos, another Kababayan proud moment is about to happen on Sunday at the Pantages Theater. This is a one-night only performance of the play called Fides et Cliché. We've talked about that a few weeks ago, not too long ago, so I hope you've gotten your tickets now because tickets are selling very, very fast. And right about now, I'd like to introduce you to the playwright. Hello and welcome to Kababayan LA, Father Robert Victoria. And the lead of the play, one of the leads, is Alexandra Ramos. Hello and welcome to Kababayan LA as well.
Thank you.
Father, what was the inspiration behind writing this musical?
Because I remember very well in the year 2012, in January 2012, Pope Benedict XVI declared that it will be a year of faith beginning on October 11 to November 24. And within that year of faith, he will proclaim Saint Kateri Tekakwitha and Pedro Calungsod as the saints of this year. And it inspired me because I remember Father James Reuter in the Philippines. He would use musical plays to evangelize.
Yes, yes.
So I thought it would be nice to feature these two saints, their lives, so that people would rediscover the joy of their faith, which is the whole intention of the Pope about this year of faith.
And Alexandra, I know that when actors prepare for their roles, they do research on the character that they're playing. So I'm guessing that you also did a lot of research about Saint Kateri, which is the role that you're playing. What did you learn about her that you otherwise wouldn't have known?
That I otherwise wouldn't have known. I mean that she's a saint. I feel like she was born a saint, you know.
What is her story?
Her mother was an Algonquin Indian, Native American, excuse me, and her father is an Iroquois chief. It happened to be that her father, the Iroquois chief, he used to be married, and the way that they found her mother was captured, and they were actually going to kill her too, her captors, who were part of the Iroquois tribe, and then they just saw that she was so brave. Her mother was so brave, she didn't even, flinch, she didn't cry out, she wasn't, scared at all. And they thought, well, why not have the bravest man be married to this bravest woman, the bravest woman? So that's how Kateri's parents were, got married.
But more specifically, Father, what is the path to sainthood of Sister Kateri?
It's her simplicity and her deep faith in God. And she believed that God is always looking after her. And because of that faith that her mother sown in her heart, in her soul at a very young age, because that's the only thing that her mother always treasured in her life, in her heart, being a Christian among Indians. And so she passed that on to Kateri at a very young age. And Kateri, because that's the only connection she had with her mother, she was orphaned at the age of 4 because of the smallpox epidemic. So the Christian faith is the only connection she had with her roots.
This sounds like a wonderful story. And of course, let's not forget, Saint Pedro Calungsod also has a good story. How long did it take you to, because you not only wrote the story, you also wrote each and every one of the songs.
Yes.
And how long did it take you to finish all this?
It took me about almost 6 months.
6 months. Okay. And how many songs are we? Is it going to be one story after another, or are they going to be intertwined stories?
They are separated or divided into 2 acts. Act 1 is the life of Kateri. Act 2 is the life of Pedro, and Act 3 brings us back to the present time.
Right. And it must be exciting for you, Alexandra. You're performing on a very popular stage, which is the Pantages Theater. How rigorous are the preparations?
Well, we practice
every day,
every week, twice a week. But this last week we've been practicing more, maybe about four times.
Right. Information on the screen, and also later, Alexandra, she recorded a song for us. We're going to see just a sample of some of the songs that we're going to be hearing. What is your most favorite part of the play that you wrote? Is there something that, we shouldn't blink when we see that part and we have to really see it?
Actually, the song that she would sing in this tape is my favorite one, because that's her last song before she died, and it expresses her. It's almost like a summary of her entire life, her longing to be with God. You know, she showed that she is so at home with God.
Right, wonderful. So thank you so much for joining us today. And they say what? Break a leg, right? So break a leg. Are you excited? Excited, nervous? What?
Yes, both.
Mixed emotions.
And happy for the whole Catholic Church, you know.
Right. Imagine at the Pantages Theater. Thank you so much for writing this day. I can't wait to see it. I'm going to be there, and I hope to see all of you there. Information on the screen, and like I said earlier, here's a sample, a song from the play as well. Enjoy this one from Alexandra, and I'll see you again tomorrow.